Let me say that again. No adverse risks to the mother or the baby. Hi guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to the second episode of this myth busting series. Today we're going to be covering all things related to pregnant women in fitness, specifically weightlifting. There is quite the big gray area. People are not so sure whether it is safe. There's this concern that if you are pregnant and working out, you're gonna hurt the baby, and that pregnant women should not lift weights. And I'm here to tell you that that is a huge myth. It is totally false, okay? Right from the top, guys, pregnant women can still exercise and it is highly recommended. However, this is something which is completely case specific because not two pregnancies are the same. It highly depends on your previous health history, your previous exercise history as well. For instance, if you were exercising before you conceived, then it is considered safe for you to continue exercising while you are pregnant. Although if you are starting to exercise while you've just found out you're pregnant, then some precaution here and there should be taken because you are new to this and your body is also experiencing something new. Whether you're a first-time mom or if this is your second, third, fourth pregnancy, it's always best to take precaution if you were not exercising before. Exercising is, however, recommended to keep your health at par and also with growing baby's health too. Most women will need clearance from their doctors before they start exercising, be it whether it is a home workout program or they want to enroll to a gym for traditional strength training or even CrossFit or even any other sport like swimming, hiking. You will need clearance from your doctor first just to be on the safe side. Exercising during pregnancy could help ease up your symptoms from backache to the morning sickness, which by the way doesn't only happen in the morning, it can happen any time of the day. And it can also prevent major illnesses like preeclampsia and gestational diabetes, especially if you are pre-diabetic. I think one of my favorite reasons to exercise while you're pregnant is because it's gonna help you really power through with your labor and delivery process. I know it doesn't seem like something easy, but from watching women who've been exercising during their pregnancy get to the labor and delivery room, they have it a lot more easier or swifter because of how your muscles have been conditioned and how strong your heart is, and also the mental toughness and endurance that comes with it. So it is a plus. If you have pre-existing medical conditions like a weak cervix, if you've had previous premature births, if you have a low placenta, you will need to talk extensively with your doctor on whether or not you should exercise, and more specifically which exercise you should focus on so that you don't further increase your risk of hurting yourself and hurting your baby. But for most people, exercising will not hurt your baby. Exercising will not make the baby come out. Exercising will not make the baby uncomfortable inside there. As in, those are such embarrassing statements. If that is you, or if that's how you've been thinking about pregnant women in exercise, I'm here to tell you that's pretty embarrassing. But good thing is you can always change your mindset and your opinion, and the more you learn, the better we all become, okay? To ease up some of those claims, here's a bit of anatomy for you. The uterus, to begin with, consists of a thick layer of muscle which surrounds it. Additionally, there is amniotic fluid which absorbs whatever shock that makes its way towards the baby. The cervix is also firmly closed by a mucus plug, so there is no way on earth that a baby would just all of a sudden drop out of the uterus unprovoked, unless there is a medical emergency ongoing. That rarely happens. Above your uterus also you have your core muscles which further protect the baby from any impact from outside. You also have your visceral body fat which also acts as an insulator and a shock absorber. One of the biggest concerns when it comes to pregnant women exercising is that they could experience a miscarriage. However, this study showed that those who exercised during pregnancy had a lower rate of spontaneous abortion compared to those who were inactive. A randomized control study comparing women who participated in resistance training, so that is weightlifting, CrossFit, or even swimming, showed that exercising was not associated with any spontaneous abortions, which is also known as a miscarriage, compared to those women who were solely inactive. This also applies to women who were training before pregnancy and are training at an even higher intensity, if not the same intensity they were before conceiving. And it specifically found that fit women who continue to train at a level above current guidelines during pregnancy showed no difference in rate of spontaneous abortion, congenital abnormalities, or implantation problems. And according to this study right here, a high volume and or intensity of training in initially fit women poses no adverse risks to the mother and the baby. Let me say that again. No adverse risks to the mother or the baby. So please, if you're one of those people who go on Instagram and shame pregnant women because they're working out and, you know, lifting weights and keeping healthy, please stop. Please stop. Stop. Not only is it embarrassing to you, but you're adding unnecessary stress to the lady who's just trying to, you know, keep fit and lift weights and make herself happy. Training during pregnancy will also not affect the growth and the development of the fetus. Many people tend to think that, oh, because you're working out and you're lifting weights specifically, it's going to stunt and slow down the growth of the baby, when that is not the case at all. According to this study, it was observed that children who are born to women who performed weight-bearing exercises 3 to 5 times per week throughout their pregnancy were longer and had more lean body mass compared to those of women who were not exercising at all. So it turns out that the babies actually come out with a much more improved body composition. They have less body fat and more lean muscle. Of course, there are some exercises to avoid while you are pregnant. You have to be smart with your training as well. You want to avoid all sorts of contact sports like basketball, rock climbing, football, and horse riding also. It increases your chances of developing major injuries like being hit or falling down aggressively. So if you are pregnant and you're thinking about lifting weights, honestly, I think there's no problem with it. Personally, I'm going to be lifting weights when I get pregnant. And actually, here are some of my faves on Instagram who've been lifting weights all throughout their pregnancies, breaking PRs, using that additional calorie intake to strength train and to, you know, just be amazing. Honestly, I want to stress that these are women who were lifting before conceiving, so this is nothing new to them. Working out while pregnant is a major plus for me, not only because you are going to keep your weight management at bay and you are going to improve your body composition, meaning that yes, you are gaining weight, but you want to gain quality weight. You want to keep on gaining as much muscle as you can while you are pregnant. You put those extra calories you're consuming to use, you know. It's also gonna massively help you with your postnatal recovery process after you give birth. You know, it's gonna be a lot easier for you to lose the excess body weight that you gain during pregnancy, which is totally normal, and you'll lose that at your own pace. Keeping a strong core will also really help you during delivery. You guys already know I talk about this all the time. The core is not only about your six-pack, but also it extends all the way to your lower back, and you have 3 layers of your core to strengthen before and during pregnancy. Don't shy away from it. It's gonna help you a lot. If you just started exercising while you are pregnant, keep it slow and light, okay? Do not strain yourself too much. Do not stress your body too much. Do not do anything which you wouldn't do before conceiving. Don't go lifting 100 kilo deadlifts and you barely did that when you weren't pregnant. You know, you can still get into weightlifting, just train at a lower intensity and a lower volume. Remember that exercising is still a big plus and your body will thank you massively. I must also say that women who exercise during pregnancy also gain the psychological benefits from it. We all know about postpartum depression, and it is important to note also that this can happen during your pregnancy too. You want to keep your mental health in check, and remember, exercising is a free dopamine and serotonin boost. So it could be something as easy as going for a 20-30 minute walk every single day to, you know, lifting your weight 3 to 5 days a week. Just make sure you're getting in some form of movement however often you can, because I understand at some point it can get quite tasking mentally and physically. It can get pretty hard, but get an accountability system, get people who will be there to cheer you on, your partner, your family. Have people around you who will encourage your movement habits, you know. Exercising while pregnant will also improve your body image, your relationship with your body, and it's also going to give you that mental strength and endurance, which will come in handy as the months go by. So I think there's nothing wrong with exercising while pregnant. If anything, you're gaining so much out of it, more than you could ever bargain for. So bottom line, number one, get clearance from your doctor so that you can begin exercising as soon as possible, especially if you have a shaky previous health history, or if your pregnancy is still a bit, you know, sensitive and you need clearance before you start exercising. Well and good. You know, some exercise is better than none at all. And exercising doesn't necessarily mean lifting weights, as I mentioned earlier. It can be something as simple as taking a walk. Remember, it also has to be something which you enjoy. Could be yoga, could be cycling, could be swimming, could be hiking every now and then, you know. If you want to work one-on-one with a professional, don't shy away from it. Get to work with a certified personal trainer, specifically one who is certified and approved to be working with women who are pregnant and women who have just given birth. So make sure you ask for those credentials so that you don't just freestyle it with anyone, because remember, you're also taking care of your baby's health. And most importantly, break the stereotype. Please have fun and keep on educating the people around you. There is nothing wrong with exercising while you are pregnant. I know I'm gonna be I know I'm going to be lifting weights. Like, I'm putting it out there and I'm gonna be posting on YouTube, okay? The more we educate the masses, the more that stereotype is broken, and the more pregnant women are able to actually sustain their health during their pregnancies, avoiding diseases like gestational diabetes and preeclampsia. So that's pretty much it from me today, guys. The links, the study links are down in the description box below if you want to read more on them, if you want to educate yourself more, share them with your family and friends too. And remember to subscribe to my channel, like this video and share it. And with that being said, guys, I'll see you next time for yet another video on myth busting. Bye bye.